we have y divided by square root of 3x, which has one single term of the denominator. We're going to use the concept of if the denominator in the form of the n root of a to the power m, we're going to multiply it by the n root of the n minus m, both top and bottom. So in this case, we have the square root of 3x. N of the index is 2. The a, which is the base, is 3x. The m or the power of the a is 1. So the term, the n root of the n minus m, gonna be the square root of the 3x to the power 2 minus 1, which is the same as square root of 3x. So back to the problem, we have y over the square root of 3x as the original expression. So we multiply by square root of 3x both top and bottom. And next we simplify the product of the numerator to be y times square root of 3x. The denominator is the square root of the quantity 3x squared. And that will bring us to the way that we use the property, the n root of a to the n equals absolute value of the a, where n is an even natural number. So the denominator becomes absolute value of 3x, where the numerator stays as y times square root of 3x. In this case, we can simplify a little bit more since the absolute value of the 3x is the same as 3 times absolute value of the x. So here is the simplified form, or after we done the rationalizing the denominator of the example A. And to rationalize denominator of part B, the denominator has two terms. In this case, we are going to multiply by the conjugate radical. So the conjugate radical of the denominator would be square root x plus square root 2. So we're going to multiply both top and bottom by the conjugate radical, put in the square parentheses, so square root of the x plus square root 2 into the numerator, and the same square root x plus square root 2 multiplied to the denominator. The numerator as the product of the 3 and square root x plus square root 2, the product of the two factors in the denominator, using the concept of multiplying the sum and the difference, it will give us the difference of the two squares. In this case, a is square root x and b is square root 2. So a squared gonna be x, b squared gonna be 2. Therefore, the denominator becomes x minus 2. And this is the simplified form of this expression after we rationalize denominator.